Yeah, I wonder who it was.
Oh, I wonder what it went over there for. You're not supposed to leave the track, are they? Oh, sit down.
That was honey, wasn't it? Boy, are you telling me?
If he takes out a skid like that, I'm going to pass right out.
Are you worrying about his neck or that fur coat he promised you?
All right, Bob, hold it, please. Go ahead. Anybody got a cigarette? Give us a cigarette. Come on, give us a break, will you, boys? Only got 2 more minutes on the air. All right, Bob, give the stay-at-homes a cheer, will you? Wait till I get a couple of good drags first, will you? All right, just a moment, folks. You're going to hear from the winner of this thrilling race. He's going to tell you what it feels like. Bob Kane, better known as Hurricane. How it feels to cheat the Undertaker. And what he's going to do with that $25,000 winner's purse. Come on, take it, Bob. Hello, folks. About all I can say is I'm glad to be here. It was a great race. About that winning purse, well, I'm going to give Uncle Sam his share first. And with what's left, I'm going to make a good, safe investment.
Oh, Bob, you were just grand. You know, you nearly killed me when you went on... Oh, you're talking on the radio.
Yeah.
Say hello to my Aunt Minnie in Kittyopolis, will you, Bob?
As I was saying, I'm going to make a good, sound investment.
He's going to buy me a new fur coat, ain't Kitty?
Well, this is where I leave you, brothers.
So long, Harry.
See you next season, pal. Yeah. Look me up at the Mills Hotel.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Excuse me, boss. How come I overlooked you? That's the first time I ever let a gentleman out of my car like that.
You got change for 20?
Yes, sir.
That's more than I got. Right here we have it. Excelsior cab. Here we are. Excelsior. Here's your cab right here.
I'm off first, mister. I'll lay off, you mugs. I'll take him.
Right here, sir. Come on. Wait a minute. It's usually the women that fight over me. Who's driving this Martin cab?
Oh, that's me, mister. Step right in. Better have accident insurance or good health.
Do I look sick?
No, but you might be. Yeah.
Hey, what is this?
All right, wise guy. How do you like that? Come on, you guys, give me a break.
Go ahead, Houdini, let's see you get out. Hey, what kind of a town is this?
Give it to him again, Joe.
Hey, what's the idea?
I suppose it was my fault.
How'd I know he got away? Nice going, partner.
Where to, Skipper?
236 Cooper.
Where?
I said 236 Cooper.
Oh, 236 Cooper.
Yeah. Do you mind?
No. I was just curious. You know, that's where our garage is.
Better luck next time, dollface. Dollface?
Hey. What's all this bumping about?
What'd you say, partner?
I said, what's all this bumping about?
Well, it's sort of a situation. You might call it a difference of opinion. Once in a while, the boys get a little playful, but it's nothing.
I suppose you call a broken neck nothing.
Well, if you break anything, we don't charge you for the ride.
Thanks, pal. That's awful white of you.
Hey, what's eating you? But I had the right of way.
Yeah? Who'll give it to you?
Oh, a smart guy.
Yeah, with a left. Hey, that was neat, partner. How do you like that?
Well, that was neat, too. Now the problem is, who's going to drive my cab?
That's no problem at all, lady. That's a pleasure. Step right in.
But what about...
Oh, we have a street cleaning department.
Well, I am in a hurry.
That's my name, Hurricane. Oh, just a minute. We have a little excess baggage here. Hey, what's your name? What's your name? Hey. Hey, you mug, what's right? Where to?
The county jail.
You're not sore, are you?
Has nothing to do with you.
Oh, well, that's different. How do you get to this hoosgow?
Haven't you ever been there?
Lady, I've only been in this town 5 minutes.
All right, I'll give you directions. Go straight.
That's the way you get to jail in this town, huh? Uh-oh. Afraid I'll have to stop. Here comes the guy that was driving your cab.
Oh, please don't. Let's not have any more trouble.
It'll only take a minute.
No, step on the gas, please.
Okay, lady, for you, I'll make this old crate stand up and bark.
I said the jail, not the hospital.
Will you just tell me where to go? I'm an out-of-town boy.
You catch on quickly, don't you?
What do you think?
Thanks for the demonstration. What do you do when you're in a hurry?
I'd like to show you sometime. When can I bring the Rolls Royce around?
Oh, it's one of those things. Just a question of time.
Say, they're not going to keep you in there, are they?
No, but they might if I went riding with you again.
Oh, no, this is on the house. What did you say your name was?
I didn't. So long, Mr. Hurricane.
Where are we, pal?
The county jail.
Why, you can't do that to me.
Partner, you sure like to sleep.
Meeting like to do. Look at this wheel. What do you have, streetcars? Look at this. Give me a lift on that. Ah, little butter. Now you okay?
Here you are, pal, $2. But for you, $1.50.
Hey, wait a minute. You can't charge me for riding in my own cab.
Why not? You was going to charge me, weren't you?
Well, this is swell. Fender, a couple of lights, a bumper, and a wheel shot to pieces. The idea, can't you take a car on the road without letting those Barnes gorillas fold it up?
Well, I tell you, Mr. Martin.
Well, how do you expect this same business?
Bob! Hi, Ellie. Don't ask me how I am. I live right. I'm great.
Hey, boss, he owes us $2.
Forget it. Take this heap in the shop and have it put together again. And do something with that eye.
Yeah, it hurts me to look at it.
Say, why didn't you write me? Well, I've been bragging to people about knowing the guy that won the big race, and you never even got in touch.
Oh, well, you know, you never...
Hey, how did you get here? In this cab?
Sure, I drove it. I ought to sue you for mayhem, assault, battery, and kidnapping.
Oh, then you got a load of what's going on.
Yeah. What is it, the usual shakedown?
Yep. A racketeer named Barnes is trying to force the independent companies into a phony protective association. Charging us $5 a week for every cab we operate. Well, we're not going in for it, so he's strong-arming the drivers and breaking up the cabs.
You ought to see what happened to a couple of his cabs after I took the wheel.
Well, we'd get someplace. We had a few drivers like you working for us.
Huh?
Oh, I don't mean you, Bob. I couldn't expect you to shove a taxi around after being the #1 man in the racing game. After all the dough you won, what would you want with a job paying a measly $25 a week?
25 bucks?
Yeah.
Was that absolute tops?
Oh, forget it.
Oh, no. Why should I think of money when friendship is involved?
You mean you drive one of our... Oh, you're kidding.
Kidding? Say, I had so much fun driving that jalopy up here, I'd do it for nothing. Well, practically nothing.
Great. I'll go right upstairs and tell Dad. But don't you see, Dad, Bob Kane will be a big help to us. He'll show this Barnes outfit they can't walk over us. And you know he's a driving fool.
Driving fool is right. Aren't we having enough cabs wrecked as it is?
Oh, but Bob isn't the irresponsible nut he used to be. He's a changed man.
Pardon me, I didn't hear you come in.
Oh, allow me, Miss,
Did you wish to see Mr. Martin?
What did you say your name was?
If you'll give me your name, I'll find Mr. Martin and ask if he'll see you.
Oh, he knows who I am. If you and I stay around here long enough, he's sure to see me sooner or later, don't you think? Or do you?
I'm only interested in what your business is here.
Oh, well, at least you're interested. Well, I'll tell you, I'm the new partner. I just cut myself a slice of the firm, declared myself in.
Oh, so that's who you are.
Yes. Now, I may make a few changes around here, but you won't have to worry. We'll keep you on, Miss, what did you say your name was?
I might have known the moment I saw you. But if you think you can force Mr. Martin into that protection racket, you're mistaken. I can tell you right now, he's not going to be bullied by a gang of hoodlums.
Hoodlums? Oh, I get it.
And you'd better leave before you get a monkey wrench around your ears.
Say, where were you brought up? I'm really a nice guy. Maybe you look a little rough, but that's because you don't know me. Velvet Claw Kane, that's what the ladies call me.
You keep away from me.
Now, don't scream. It's just my face that scares you. Underneath, I'm just a great big softy that buys little girls mink coats.
That means trouble.
Maybe it's the Barnes outfit. Come on.
Now, what kind of flowers do you like?
Flowers? Don't shoot. I'll marry the girl.
This is one of Mr. Barnes' gorillas, boys. Throw him out.
Will we?
With pleasure.
Come on, get out, you rat.
Now, wait a minute, fellas. Is this on the level?
I'll knock your teeth out. Now, beat it.
You got me all wrong.
Plus, we wrap this wrench around his neck.
Let him have it.
Hi, Dad Martin. Glad to see you. Hey, you guys are kind of rough, you know it? Well, Dad Martin, you look 10 years younger. You know anything exciting?
Don't trust him, Mr. Martin. He's one of Barnes' gangsters.
So that's what started it. Up to your old tricks again, huh? And you told me this fellow was a changed man. Well, you're going to pay for this, every bit of it, or I'll have you pinched.
Nah, don't get excited, Dad. There's an old friend of mine, fellas, Bob Kane, the famous racing driver.
What, Hurricane?
Yeah.
You mean the guy that won the big race?
Yeah.
Gee, I'm glad to know you.
Gee, let me shake that hand.
All right, fellas, break it up.
Well, I'll be seeing you fellas. It was nice getting together.
Yeah.
What did you say your name was, Miss,
This is Dorothy Collins, Bob.
Oh, now why couldn't you have told me that in the first place?
Now, Kane, if you're working for me, you can start right in by cleaning up this office.
Mr. Martin, will you give me another cab so I can get back on my stand?
All right, Wendy, I'll be right with you. Come on, Lee.
Don't mind Dad, Bob. I mean, you just have to get used to handling him like I do.
Lee!
Yes, sir. Coming.
I feel awfully stupid not recognizing you and being the cause of this.
Oh, that's nothing.
Lee's talked so much about you and shown me your pictures, but in all of them you were in racing togs.
Well, I'll tell you how you can square yourself. Let me take you to dinner tonight, and you name the place.
Sorry, but it's time for me to go, and you'll be busy cleaning up the office.
Wait here just 1 minute. Hey, Lee.
Yeah.
Lend me $10 quick.
Sure. You're having dinner with me tonight.
No, can't. I got a date.
What, already?
Yep.
I'm going, Lee. Good night, Mr. Kane. Don't work too late, dear.
I won't. Good night, honey.
Hey, what's this honey business?
Oh, Dorothy and I have been engaged for a long time. We would have been married in June if it hadn't been for this trouble.
Any orders from me, Mr. Lee?
Yeah, I'll try and keep that cab in one piece.
Wait a minute, Wendy. Here. Give me a cap and a cab. I'm going to work.
Okay, come on.
Why blame this taxi situation on me? It's the police commissioner's job.
Now, just a moment. I appeal to you, Mr. Mayor. My men are on the job 24 hours a day.
And all they do is to bring in cab drivers for traffic violations.
Now, gentlemen, remember, the rights of citizens must be protected. There's an election coming up.
Don't you think I know it? Civil damages for wrecked cars will never get indictments. Get me criminal evidence, evidence of coercion, evidence that the independent companies are being forced into a racket, and no matter how big the man is behind it, I'll send him to the penitentiary.
This must stop. In the name of the citizens of this community, I demand that you prosecute.
Prosecute whom? It looks to me like the protected companies need protection now. What I want to know is, who's doing it to who?
Well, I believe
to find the mayor's investigation.
You're not going to
What I want is evidence.
Another one. You're the 8th today. Who got you?
That same new guy, driving from Martin. It ain't safe for us to take a cab on the street with that gorilla loose.
He's been going on like this for 2 weeks, and you guys ain't doing nothing to stop him.
Ah, you have mixed up with that guy. He handles a cab like it was a pile driver.
I'm going to see the big boss about him right now.
Yeah, and tell him he owes me for a set of new teeth.
Crosstown outfit put up a squawk about being taxed extra for cabs on the night shift. I told him to pay up or else.
Well, have a couple of the boys drop over and see him tonight.
I caught that Haynes cab outfit operating more cabs than they reported.
Push Haynes' face in and pick up his books. I want to see him.
Oh, look, boss.
Hold it. What about new applications?
3 companies welched on us today. Said the Martin outfit was doing all right without protection, and they won't come into the association till Martin does.
What's the matter with you guys? Can't you handle that petty larceny outfit?
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, boss. Martin's got a monkey driving for him that's laying out our cabs fast so we can put him back on the street.
Yeah, if we let him get away with stuff like that, it'll put a kink in our setup.
Well, do I have to tell you what to do about it? You expect me to go out and strong-arm these babies for you? What do you think I got you lugs around here for? Go out and knock over that Martin driver. Give his cab a load of stink bombs in it. Oh, hello, Sugar.
Don't sugar me. What do you think I am, leaving me sitting in your vile garage for half an hour? You know, I don't have to wait around.
No, baby, be reasonable.
If you think that's showing me a good time, give me a cigarette.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry, Sugar. I was just finishing up a little business with the boys. But Daddy will be ready to leave in a minute.
Well, if it's any longer than a minute, I'm leaving without you.
Now, you want to be careful about this class, because if that little thing there comes out, you know, you'll lose that.
Oh, Barnesy, you are sweet.
I was going to give it to you tonight anyway.
Just for that, I'll take you to dinner.
Wait till I get my hat. Take care of that little business, boys. I'll see you later.
I'll take it, Mac. I'm just in the mood. There he is. That mug cleaning the cab.
Hey, you're reading that newspaper upside down.
Yeah, and it's tough to do, too.
You out next? Yes, sir.
This one rides easier.
I'll read your funny paper. Yeah, find a new way.
You think I won't?
Where to? The East River. Whereabouts on the East River? 26th Street, up by the morgue. Haven't I seen you guys before? Nah, we're strangers in town.
Come on, Mug. Push on that gas.
Okay, pal. Hey, this ain't the way to the river. I thought you guys were strangers in town. Listen, Mug. If that thing goes off, pal, we'll all wind up in the morgue. Get up in front and stop him.
Heard anything from the boys yet?
No, but they ought to be here any minute.
You're Barnes, aren't you?
That's right.
These two mugs belong to you?
I never saw them before.
Take another look. They booked me for a ride tonight, and I figured you sent the invitation.
You don't say. Well, there must be some mistake, fella. When I send out an invitation, it's usually delivered. Throw these tramps out in the alley.
Yeah, wait a minute. What happened around here?
I didn't get it.
Hey, what are you doing there?
Sit down.
Well, when did you get out? I haven't seen you since...
That just shows you what a small world it is.
Is this a friend of yours?
Well, not exactly.
He's not a bad fellow, Barnesy. He's the one who got me out of that taxi battle a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
Well, I've heard a lot about you from my boys. They seem to think you're pretty good.
Well, thanks.
How much is Martin paying you?
Not what I'm worth.
Would you be interested in $200 a week?
How much?
200.
Doing what?
Driving for me.
Is he kidding?
Why don't you find out?
Well, do you think we could keep house on that?
Well, I'd look into it.
Hey, Charlie, bring out that new cab.
You mean you want me to start now?
Why not?
I guess he means it.
Come on.
Hey, that sounds like a pretty powerful motor under that hood.
She'll do over 100.
That's a lot of speed for a cab, isn't it?
No, not too much if you need it. You like to take chances, don't you?
Oh, a few.
Try her out and see if you like the way she handles.
Why not?
Just put her in the gear and run her head on into that post.
Mister, I can name you 5 better ways than that of committing suicide.
I thought you could take care of yourself behind the wheel.
Well, it's your cab. And remember, you asked for this. Well, so long. It's been nice knowing you. Ain't that something? Steel plated, huh?
I hope you didn't hurt yourself.
Well, my head's still on. Hey, what is this, an armored battleship?
No, not quite, but it cost almost as much. Besides doing over 100 miles an hour, this car's collision-proof. Armored steel and non-breakable glass.
All you need is an icebox to make it a trailer.
Well, you see, some of these independent companies don't realize the value of protection yet. But I figure with a cab like this and a driver like you, we can do enough damage to make them see things my way.
You sort of got an idea there. But, you mind if I try it again?
No, go ahead, but you'll knock that pillar down before you'll dent the car.
Hey, is this thing insured? How do you get it out of reverse? Steering wheel's jammed.
I'm sorry, mister, but that cab's dynamite. I'm going to have to pass up this job. It's too dangerous. But thanks just the same. I'm glad to have seen you again.
You know, boss, I think he was kidding us.
Are you going to let him get away with that?
Yeah, for now.
Now I gotta work Sunday.
Well, that's about all we can do for one day's work.
It's a great relief to go home at night without dreaming of your cabs being plastered all over the street.
For which you can thank Bob.
Remember, you didn't want to use him.
Yeah, I know. But I'm wondering just how long Barnes is going to stand for the way Bob has been smashing up his cabs.
Hey, will you folks quit talking about me when I'm not around?
Glad you're here, Bob.
Thanks.
Wendy's been worried why you didn't report back to the cab stand.
Yeah, where were you? I want to tell you about that. Dot, from me to you with love and Lee's kisses.
Thanks.
Lucky for you, Dot didn't meet me first.
Thank you, Bob.
What do you call that?
That's a gazinta.
A gazinta?
Yeah, this gazinta that.
Well, folks, I got a new job.
What? You can't do that, pal. You wouldn't let us down.
It's an offer from Mr. Barnes, big dough. I'm supposed to drive a new armored taxi he's got. Just had it built to put you penny ante companies in your place.
Why'd you tell him, Bob?
Not much. But I wrecked more of his cabs with it in 5 minutes than I get on the street in 2 days.
Oh, that's great, Bob.
Oh, I knew we could count on you, Bob. I've always said so. Well, we got him on the run now. I don't care if Barnes put military tanks on the streets. We'll fight him to a finish.
I don't think I'll let that guy Kane get away with it.
I would say he has gotten away with it. But I still think you could get him to work for you.
You saw what happened.
Remember that old textbook bromide about catching flies with sugar?
Meaning what?
Meaning, why don't you let me see what I can do with him?
Why are you so anxious to have him come over to us?
Forget it. It's the way you feel about it. It's merely trying to help.
How would you go about it?
That's very simple. I'd phone him, make a date for dinner, and I'd turn to him and say, Mr. Kane, I want to talk to you.
Yeah, you said that before.
You've really no reason to resent me.
Lady, it's just that I don't like your playmate, Barnes. You forget him and I could show some real interest.
Maybe that could be arranged.
Well, you better hurry up. I gotta make a call with Wendy.
Well, this won't take long.
Did Barnes send you here?
Yes, but it was my idea.
Does he still want me to take that job?
I do.
I could take that 2 ways. Which is the right one?
That armored cab's a dangerous weapon. You know that. What makes it especially dangerous is a driver who can't handle it. You could. I don't want to see anyone hurt, and I don't think you do.
Wendy! Wendy! Hey, somebody call an ambulance. Wendy! Wendy!
One side here. Stand one side. Get back. Get back here. Come on.
I don't know how much longer I can stick with you, Martin.
No, don't talk like that. We've about got this Barnes outfit licked.
I don't know. So many of my cabs have been smashed up that the insurance companies have threatened to cancel. I can't stay in business without insurance.
Well, you can't stay in business paying all your profits to that racketeer either, can you?
Well, I'll hold out another week, but if things don't get better, I'm going over with Barnes.
Now, you pull yourself together. In a week, this'll all be over. As long as I've got men like Wendy and Bob, we'll beat them.
You can count Wendy out.
What's wrong?
Is he hurt?
He's dead.
Oh, no.
What happened?
Barnes' armored cab ran him down. He didn't have a chance.
Wendy. Why, he's worked for me for going on 10 years. It's gonna be tough on his mother. Lee.
Yes, sir.
You and Dorothy get in the car. I'll join you in a minute. Were you with him, Bob?
No, I was across the street in a restaurant with a friend.
Who?
Oh, girl.
Then if she saw it, we have 2 witnesses.
We won't need her. I can identify that cab. And I saw the killing.
Good. Now we got Barnes just where we want him. Give me District Attorney's office.
Who told you to kill the guy?
Well, how could I help it?
Shut up! This'll bring a district attorney right down on my neck.
No one saw it.
I saw the whole thing. And there was no need for murder.
And this guy Kane saw you, too. Get out. I want you out of town in 2 hours.
What about the cab?
Hide it out till this blows over.
What do we do about Kane? Shall I have Louis take care of him?
No, I'll handle that.
You're surely not going to run the risk of another murder.
Oh, no, honey, nothing like that. You're always pulling away from me. What's the matter with me, Sybil?
Why, nothing, Barnesy. What do you mean?
No, it's all right, kid. I understand how you feel. You know, a lot of guys would say I'm playing the chump, spending all this sugar on you and then settling for just a goodnight kiss at the door.
Well, I didn't think that...
Nah, it's all right. You're a good kid, and I get a kick out of doing it.
You've been swell, Jim, and I appreciate it.
Well, I'm glad of that, because there's something I want you to do for me.
What?
Well, it'd be a lot easier for all of us if Kane would get out of town before they start an investigation. You seem to have the inside track on him, so I thought maybe you could sell him the idea.
Well, I can talk to him, but of course I can't guarantee anything.
Oh, no, of course not. But I'd rather not have to call on Louis. He's liable to make it a double header. You see?
Yes, I see.
Good luck, honey.
Thanks. Oh, Bob, cheer up. Stop blaming yourself about Wendy. You couldn't help it.
Look. I know exactly why you got me up here. This was another one of Barnes' smart ideas.
All right. Barnes did ask me to see you. He's willing to pay $1,000 for you to get out of town.
Yeah? Well, you can go back and tell him for me that I don't want any part of his filthy racket. I don't see why you should want any part of it either.
I don't excuse murder any more than you do, but I can't stop it. You can. It'll go on as long as you keep the Martins going. Leave them, and this whole affair will end in a week.
Yeah, it'll end with Barnes in prison with my evidence.
Your evidence? Don't you know it isn't worth anything without that armored cab?
What do you mean?
He's hidden that car so well, even I don't know where it is.
Oh, yeah?
Even if you do find it, it isn't registered in his name.
Oh. So he's fixed that too, huh?
Don't you see, Bob? You can't fight Barnes. He'll beat you eventually. As long as you stay with the Martins, this taxi war will go on with more people being killed. Why don't you leave the ship before it sinks?
You know what kind of an animal deserts a sinking ship?
A smart one.
Well, maybe I wasn't born smart.
Would you like to take a few lessons?
Why not?
Is Mr. Nolan here? John Braddock. Herbert Bishop. I was under the impression, Mr. Martin, that you would have several witnesses here to testify. Where are they?
Oh, they must have been bribed or intimidated.
I must warn you to be careful what you say about my client, Mr. Martin.
The chances of returning an indictment are pretty slim, unless we find more conclusive evidence than we have so far.
We have evidence right here from Bob Kane to prove that Barnes built that armored cab To wreck and kill.
May I remind Mr. Martin that there are laws for slander?
Well, there are laws for murder, too.
Just a moment, please. Mr. Kane, according to the complaint, as sworn to by Mr. Martin, on June the 20th, Mr. Barnes in his garage offered you a job driving a specially built cab.
That's right.
Did he say for what purpose the cab had been constructed?
No, he just offered me a job.
Was the cab he showed you an armored cab with reinforced steel fenders and other indestructible features?
Well, I couldn't say.
Was the cab you saw in Barnes' garage the same one that ran down Windy Bowman?
Oh, one taxi cab looks pretty much like another. I couldn't swear to it.
Bob Kane, you tell him the truth, just like you told me. How you tried out that armored cab.
What happened, Mr. Kane?
Well, I did drive it around his garage a little, but that isn't exactly a test. I didn't want the job anyway, so I just told him so and left. That's all.
Mr. District Attorney, in view of the fact that the police haven't located the cab in question, and it's been proven that my client does not operate a vehicle with that license number, need we continue with this farce?
I can see now that it's useless to proceed with this investigation any further, especially when an eyewitness to an evident murder sees fit for some reason known only to himself to change his testimony from that given in the complaint. It's a sorry state of affairs when citizens on both sides of the law join hands to make it ridiculous. Under the circumstances, you leave this office powerless to act. I will not attempt to express the disgust I feel for what has happened here today. That will be all.
Mr. District Attorney.
I'm sorry, Mr. Martin.
Kane, wait a minute.
Well, I suppose you're sore, Dad, but it's no use. I'm through.
You sold out to Barnes.
Why did you do it, Bob?
Well, I couldn't see any sense in going on fighting and making it tougher for everyone else. The trouble with you is, Dad, you don't know when you're licked.
Cut it out, Dad. Bad enough now.
Come on, Mr. Martin, please.
Well, this makes me a 100% heel, doesn't it?
Don't be silly. You've earned it.
New experience. Getting paid for knifing my friends.
You really did them a favor. And now, if I were you, I'd leave town.
Oh, no need for that now. As a matter of fact, I was thinking of staying and working for Barnes.
Oh, you can't do that.
Why not? He's offered me $200 a week. Barnes' money is as good as anyone else's. What's the matter? I took your advice before. Don't you want me to go on being smart?
This time it isn't being smart.
Now, look, Sybil, you don't add up. You're mixed up in this and you like it, don't you?
Well, it's different with me.
I don't get you. Are you for me or against me? You don't really want me to leave town, do you?
If you're staying on my account, you needn't. Jim Barnes will always mean a lot to me.
Me too. $200 a week is a lot of money.
Mr. Barnes' apartment, please. Hello, Jim. Mr. Kane is here, and he'd like to see you. I think he wants to talk about that job you offered him.
Well, leave him there and come on up here. I want to talk to you first.
Right away. You wait here. I'll go up and see him.
Okay.
There's cigarettes on the table. I'll be right back.
wants the job now, huh?
That's what he said. I should think he'd take his 1,000 and get out of town.
Did he give any reason for wanting to come in with us?
No. But I wouldn't take him on if I were you.
You know, there's something funny about him wanting that job now.
Yeah, it looks phony to me. A big shot race driver wanting to push a hack.
And shall I tell him you've changed your mind?
No. Tell him I'll give him a job.
But why?
Listen, I want Kane where I can watch him every minute. I'm taking no risk as long as I know where he is and what he's doing.
But if he double-crossed his pals, what's going to keep him from double-crossing you?
Me double-crossing him first. I'll give him the armored cab to drive, and when I'm ready, I'll get rid of him the same as I did with Danny Horton.
Danny Horton? Oh. That's the kid they sent up a couple of months ago, isn't it? You mean you framed him?
Sure, that's a little trick I have for putting guys in the pen when they get in my way.
Oh, you're full of tricks, Jim. How'd you do that one?
Well, you see, this kid Horton used to work for me, and he wanted to quit. I was afraid he knew too much about my business, so I planted a couple of these hot bonds on him and had him picked up.
And he couldn't prove where they came from?
Well, you should have heard what the judge told him when he claimed he didn't know how the bonds got in his pocket. Come on, let's get out and talk to Kane. Well, wait a minute, I'll call him.
I'll call him.
Bring Miss Roberts' apartment.
Oh, never mind. Well, that's funny. Operator gets a busy signal. He must be using your phone. I'll go down and find out who he's calling.
I'll go with you.
No, you wait here.
Oh, hello.
Hiya. Just had a little talk with Sybil about you.
Yeah?
I tried to phone down, but the line was busy. Are you using it?
No, I've just been sitting here waiting.
Hello. Did anyone just use this phone?
No, sir. There haven't been any incoming calls except yours. There must have been a faulty connection. I'm sorry, sir.
No. So you want that job I offered you?
If it's still open. Martin's got me blacklisted with every other outfit in town. Driving's the only way I can make my living.
All right. I'll give you the key and the address of a garage. Now, there's a cab there that might look like the last one you tried out for me.
You mean the one that knocked off Wendy?
I thought you couldn't recognize that cab.
My mistake.
Well, here's the registration. Put the cab in your name. If you're caught or have any accidents, you're on your own. That's why I'm paying you $200.
It's a deal.
The first job will be to crack down on Martin. I want action and plenty of it.
That's up to you. But from what I know about Martin, he's in a frame of mind where you can make a deal with him.
Nah, my boys have talked to him before.
That's been the trouble. You've sent mugs over there that have pushed him around. I think he'd listen to a big shot like you.
Maybe there's something in that. I'll talk to him myself.
Where do I take this cab?
Oh, a couple of hours ought to give you time enough. Have it downstairs at 9 o'clock. I might have something special for you to do.
Get this. I've got to give it to you quick. Barnes has taken me on. That sock in the jaw did the trick.
Honest, Bob, I hope it didn't hurt you. You know, you had to make it look right.
Forget it. Look, Barnes is coming down to talk to you. Get a hold of the district attorney quick and set up just as we planned.
Yeah? Yeah? And how? Now listen, Bob. You haven't a thing in the world to worry about. I'll take care of my end. This time we'll get him. But be careful. You're playing with dynamite.
Yeah, well, you're not playing with confetti. I'm on my way now to get that armored cab out of hiding. Watch yourself.
Huh?
What happened?
What is it, Dad?
car. It's a gang from the DA's office. You guessed right. It's a frame.
So that guy Kane figured me for a sucker.
We should have thrown him to Louis, like I said. Back to the apartment?
Yeah. Martin and the DA are expecting a surprise. We'll give it to them.
Nice going. Did you get what you were after? You overlooked the wad of dough there. That's not being smart. Oh, no, you don't. You're going to stay right here and put your cards on the table.
I wasn't after his money.
I suppose you expect me to believe that.
If you're holding me for Barnes, you're a fool. He's only using you till he's ready to get rid of you.
Yeah, I found that out. Listening to that recording gadget you had hooked up down there. What are you going to use that for, to blackmail him?
I'm going to use it for the same reason you're here.
What do you mean?
To put Barnes in the penitentiary. You haven't fooled me. You didn't join Barnes just for a job. I know how you felt about Wendy. Well, I feel the same way about someone, and that's why I'm here.
All right. If you're against Barnes, why did you get me to lie in the district attorney's office?
Because I couldn't prove what I wanted. I can now. So if you'll let me go, I can give you evidence that'll prove Barnes was behind everything.
All right, I'll take a chance.
Drop that gun. That's the trouble about taking chances. They don't always work out. I just thought I'd drop back and thank you for taking care of Sybil. What have you got there?
You better give it to him.
Danny Horton, eh? So that's it. What's he to you?
He's my brother. I've hated every minute I've had to spend with you, but it's been worth it, because now I've got enough evidence to free Danny and send you up for life.
Now, you're getting yourself excited. Don't you know that nobody ever gets anything on me?
I've got dictaphone records of every conversation and every telephone call you've ever had in this room. In case you don't believe me.
A microphone.
Back, see where those wires lead to.
I'll save you the trouble. They go downstairs to my apartment, but you won't find any records there. Less than an hour ago, I sent them to the district attorney.
And she may be on the level. Let's get out of here.
No, I don't fall into a trap this easy.
What are you going to do?
Well, first of all, we'll give the Martins that little surprise they're waiting for. Take that gasoline truck and turn it loose at the top of the hill above the Martin garage. I'll take care of these two. Get going. Come on, Kane. Get over here. Let me see how you two double-crossers look together. So you thought you had everything figured out, huh?
Well, between us, we did.
I had you spotted right from the beginning. And as for you, that'll make 2 instead of 1 for Louis to take care of.
All right. Get up and get over in that chair and stay there. Are you hurt?
No.
Here. Hello, get me in the district attorney's office. Hello, district attorney's office? This is Kane. You can tell the DA he can pick up Barnes now. Yeah, at his apartment. If he can get the rest of his gang at the Excelsior garage.
The Martins. If they're there when that truck hits.
Phone him and tell him to get out of the office. I'll head off the truck. Think you can handle him? It'll only take a few minutes.
Go ahead.
If he starts anything before the police get here, let him have it.
I intend to. Give me the Martin's garage. Hurry, operator. Oh, I'll wait. Operator, I'm still waiting. Hello? Hello? Hello?
So I didn't miss.
That won't help you. Because when I start to go, you're going with me.
What's the gag, Mac? Head the truck right straight into that building at the bottom of the hill.
Now, wait a minute. That's the Martin garage. It'll kill everyone in it.
You catch on quick. I'll show you what we're gonna do.
Wonder if he's going to show up.
He'll be here. Take it easy. Everything ready out there?
Yes, sir.
Tie the steering wheel.
I don't want any part of this.
You wouldn't want me to tell Barnes that, would you?
I wonder what's keeping him.
Now, you stay with the truck till you make sure it won't miss the garage. Then you bail out.
Okay.
Good luck, Giff.
We're looking for Bob Kane.
I saw him over there a few minutes ago.
Thank you.
Hi, folks. Taxi?
What are you trying to do, break your neck?
You're looking fine, Bobby boy.
How's Sybil?
Yeah, by the way, how are you and Miss Roberts getting along?
Swell. As soon as we get out of this place, she's going to become Mrs. Robert Kane.
Let me be the first to congratulate you.
Oh, thanks.
Let's make it a double wedding.
Could you tell me where I could find Miss Sybil Roberts?
Right over there under that tree.
Sybil!
Danny!
How are you, darling?
Mrs. Robert Kane, huh?
I'll be right back.
What's this hospital coming to?
We ought to have speed laws around here. Honey, I've never been so glad to see anyone in all my life.
Hey, what's this honey business?
Oh, Bob, meet my brother, Danny.
It's her brother, Danny.